everyone, welcome back. Over the next week, a dynamic and complex weather pattern will bring significant impacts to large portions of the United States as two major winter storms are set to develop. An unusual and prolonged heat wave continues across the southern plains and southeast, and an Arctic blast looms on the horizon, potentially bringing the coldest temperatures of the season by mid-February. These weather systems will create a wide range of conditions from record-breaking warmth to heavy snowfall, freezing rain, and even the possibility of severe thunderstorms. As these storms evolve, they will bring the potential for hazardous travel conditions, power outages, and significant disruptions in multiple regions. Currently, a strong atmospheric river event is bringing heavy rain and mountain snow to the West Coast, particularly affecting California, Oregon, and Washington. This event is crucial in fueling the upcoming winter storms, as it provides a significant amount of moisture that will eventually move inland and interact with colder air masses, creating the conditions necessary for wintry precipitation across the central and eastern USA. While these atmospheric river events are common in winter, this particular system is notable due to the impressive snowfall totals expected in the Sierra Nevada, where some locations could receive over 150 inches of snow over the next several days. This prolonged snowfall will make travel difficult and increase the risk of avalanches in mountainous terrain. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. As this moisture-laden system moves inland, it will help generate the first of two winter storms set to impact the country this week. Light snow is already falling across portions of the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes, but accumulations will remain relatively minor through Monday. However, by Tuesday, the first major winter storm will begin developing, bringing a mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain from the Midwest into the Ohio Valley and Northeast. This storm will start off with mostly light precipitation, but as temperatures drop and the system strengthens, heavier snow and ice accumulation will develop across a much broader area. By Tuesday night and into Wednesday, freezing rain will become a significant concern for portions of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Some areas could see up to a quarter inch of ice accumulation, which would create treacherous travel conditions and increase the likelihood of power outages due to ice-covered power lines and tree branches. At the same time, moderate to heavy snow will fall further north, particularly across Michigan, northern Indiana, and southern Wisconsin. Snowfall accumulations in these areas could reach 6 inches or more, with localized higher amounts possible depending on the storm's exact track. As this system pushes eastward into Wednesday night and Thursday, the Northeast will experience widespread wintry precipitation. Snowfall will be the dominant form of precipitation in northern New England and upstate New York, where several inches of accumulation are likely. However, further south, from Pennsylvania into parts of New Jersey, Maryland, and Virginia, a combination of freezing rain and sleet will make for particularly dangerous conditions. Some areas could see significant ice accumulation, leading to travel delays and possible infrastructure damage. Meanwhile, along the immediate East Coast, including cities like New York and Boston, temperatures may remain warm enough for a period of rain before colder air allows for a transition to snow later in the storm's progression. In addition to the winter weather, this storm system will also bring the potential for severe thunderstorms across parts of the Ohio Valley and lower Midwest. While winter is typically not a peak season for severe weather, the presence of warm, moist air clashing with colder air from the north could create conditions favorable for strong thunderstorms. Some of these storms could produce damaging winds, heavy rainfall, and even the possibility of an isolated tornado. This potential for severe weather will need to be monitored closely as the system develops. As this first storm moves out, attention will quickly turn to the next major winter storm set to impact the country later in the week. By Friday and into the weekend, another system will begin to develop, once again fueled by the continued atmospheric river activity along the West Coast. This second storm has the potential to bring even more significant snowfall and ice accumulation to parts of the Midwest and Northeast. Early indications suggest that this system could take a more southerly track compared to the first storm, which would increase the chances of wintry precipitation in areas that may have missed out on heavier snow earlier in the week. While details remain uncertain, the potential for back-to-back winter storms means that many areas will see prolonged periods of winter weather impact. While winter weather dominates the headlines in the central and eastern USA, a major heat wave continues to grip the southern plains and southeast. Record-breaking high temperatures have been recorded in numerous locations, with cities such as Dallas, Houston, and Atlanta experiencing unseasonably warm conditions. This heat wave is expected to persist through the end of the week, with temperatures running 20 to 30 degrees above normal in some locations. Many areas will continue to break daily high temperature records, and some locations may even challenge monthly records for February warmth. This unusual warmth is creating interesting contrast as areas experiencing winter storms are located just north of the extreme warmth. In some cases, a sharp temperature gradient of 40 to 50 degrees can be found over a relatively short distance, which contributes to the development of strong winter storm systems. This extreme temperature contrast will continue to fuel active weather patterns in the coming weeks. Beyond the immediate winter storms and heat wave, longer range forecasts are pointing toward an even more dramatic shift in the weather pattern by mid-February. A powerful Arctic blast is expected to develop, bringing some of the coldest air of the season to the central and eastern U.S. The arrival of this Arctic air mass will significantly drop temperatures, with highs struggling to climb out of the single digits and teens in some areas. Wind chill values will likely be even lower, making for dangerously cold conditions. The exact timing and extent of this Arctic outbreak remain uncertain, but models suggest that the coldest air could arrive between February 11th and February 16th. As this cold air mass pushes far enough south, it could bring freezing temperatures to areas that have been experiencing record warmth, leading to an abrupt and dramatic shift in weather conditions. Additionally, with Arctic air in place, the chances for additional snow and ice storms will increase, as any moisture interacting with the cold air could produce wintry precipitation. Different weather models are offering varying predictions for how these storms and the Arctic blast will unfold. The European model suggests that freezing rain will be more widespread across the Midwest and Ohio Valley, whereas the GFS model places heavier snowfall further north. The duration of snowfall in New England also differs between the models, with the GFS indicating a longer snow event leading to higher accumulations. As for the Arctic outbreak, some model runs have shown extremely cold air surging deep into the southern U.S., while others keep the cold air more confined to the northern states. Given these discrepancies, it is important to monitor updates in the coming days as forecasts become more refined. Overall, the next several weeks will be marked by an active and dynamic weather pattern, with major winter storms, record-breaking warmth, and a looming Arctic blast all playing a role in shaping conditions across the country. Travelers should be prepared for potential delays, and those in areas expecting freezing rain should take precautions against power outages. As new data becomes available, forecasts will continue to evolve, and it will be crucial to stay informed on the latest developments. With such a wide range of weather extremes in play, the upcoming weeks will be among the most interesting and impactful of the entire winter season. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.